So this along means knowledge and competency, these two are not good enough. We have to get into capability building. That is a growth mindset.
Very, I mean, interesting points. I like. Hello. Very interesting point. I like the analogy that you mentioned that if you go back to the same river, you don't find the water at the same place. So it's really the same way that technology is emerging every day. And at the same time, there is a hype technology as well. We have been talking a lot about metaverse, 5G, edge, AI, blockchain, and whatnot. FinOps, DevOps, I mean, all those fancy words. And all these organizations are actually adopting it at a different pace. I think I would like to ask Vishnu sir and Dhananjay that what are the technology hype or technology hype cycle that normally organizations are facing, and how we can make this more transparent, the way that emerging technology is consumed at different organization level.
Would you repeat that? How they're consumed at different
How they
organizations?
can be transparent about the technology hype, because we have been talking about all latest technologies or metaverse, all those keywords. How do you see that organizations who are actually consuming can be transparent that what are the business model which can be replicated at a different place based on the scenario? So what do you see that kind of area which might come in place where the new startups or any existing companies can reutilize the same model, could be in open source or anything that you feel is really important to face this technology hype cycle?
Well, the technology hype cycle, as it was invented, 20 years ago, as we have seen the rapid pace of the cycle that companies go through, there is a big expectation that is built up when new technology is invented. And after that, there is a, what you call, downward curve of disillusionment. And from there, you actually get the results of some time after that. And most of the technologies get hyped up, and today that's what we are seeing is they're getting hyped up in the expectations. And very few are actually able to deliver. It's very difficult for organizations to accurately predict what is going to work out, what is going to be usable, what is not going to be usable. We have seen one very good example, and I'm betting against it, actually. Facebook. We know Facebook. It has done, beautifully in the earlier business model that it had. Now it's talking about metaverse. It's banking all its future on metaverse investment. Will it be successful? Facebook thinks so. Okay? Facebook thinks that it will be successful. Do I think it will be successful? I have I have very serious doubts on that. So it's a very tricky thing to really, glean from all these hyped up technologies as to, what should be adopted and what should not be adopted. And in Exelon, what we do is we experiment a lot. There is no restriction on what you can experiment with. But when it comes to implementing it in a product, we take the ideas which have actually worked. And those are the ones actually that those go in the hands of our customers. For example, AI ML model. It has been hyped up quite a bit, but we have taken a piece of it, which is predictive analytics, means you can predict what the customer is going to buy and what customer will not buy, what problems they will have, or what kind of so all that predictive analytics is something that we have taken out of the amalgamation of various technologies. For example, we have a big data. I mean, we have collected, terabytes and terabytes of data over, last 10, 20 years. And we are using all that data to build a lot of different kinds of, I would say, offerings for our customers. using their data, we are telling them what they can do with this data, for example. So there is a use of big data. It's still in a very high expectation phase, I would say, but we have taken out something from it to really get a